It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the full shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
I'm Hope Madden.
This is It's Movie Time.
It is.
It's that time of year. But do we need another war story?
We do.
We do?
We do.
Name one.
So, 1917.
All right.
This is a movie that you really need to see. And you need to see it on the big screen.
Boy, isn't that the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sam Mendes,
Mm-hmm.
who did long ago American Beauty, right?
He did. He also did Skyfall.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right. So
Mm-hmm.
he has a good varied range.
Yes.
So 1917 is a World War I story that focuses on two young couriers who are charged with going through the trenches to find 1,600 men to tell them, don't advance.
Yes.
Because you're going to be slaughtered.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. It's a stunning story, and I think one of the reasons it works as well as it does is because of its simplicity. You know, there's not a lot of strategy. There's not a lot of back and forth. There's just these two kids with one mission, and you follow them. And of course, the talk is about the look of the film, which has the look of one long take. It isn't, of course, but one of the things that I love about the film that I was most impressed by was I gave up looking for the cuts maybe 3 minutes in because I was so absorbed by the story.
I was looking. I saw one dark spot.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, they must have made the cut right there."
Right. But then after that, it's like the performances are so good, and honestly, the cinematography is just breathtaking. The ballet that it does to surround these kids and then to take in the chaos around them, and then the night shooting where there's all of this, bombs going off in this kind of rubbled old ruin of what was recently a village. It's just gorgeous.
Apparently, they're using a new camera. It does a wider shot. But also, I'm just impressed as you were talking about how he moves it around.
Yeah.
He follows them
Mm-hmm.
as if we're a third party,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll move around so that we can see them from front. It's really, and I think you are so right. It's very simple. In fact, I think the trenches are not paths of glory trenches. I mean, I think that they're more sanitized. Would that be a correct observation?
It's interesting that you say that because this movie is a nice bookend to Peter Jackson's documentary "They Shall Not Grow Old,"
yes.
which was real World War I footage that he sort of brought to life on screen last year.
A great film.
It was a great film, and you're right. I mean, the trenches in that movie, which was real photography,
stuff,
it
real
was like
stuff.
there's a lot more bodies.
Yes.
But I also feel like Mendes used the carnage, I think, to a more specific narrative purpose. You weren't sort of dulled to it by the end of the movie. When it showed up, it punctuated an atmosphere, a theme.
Good point, because frequently we're distracted by the real-looking bodies and parts and so on.
Yeah.
And he apparently pulled some of that out so that we could still focus on those two.
Yeah.
I love that. Hope, what about the scenes, the dramatic scenes in between? I'm thinking about the woman with the baby.
Yes.
Does that seem contrived to you?
I could see where it could. I think as a film itself, it benefited from a breather and a reason to connect on a deeper emotional level with the main characters. Because otherwise, basically, you are just running breathless with them, and you want them to live because you feel like you're part of this run.
Yes.
But I think a film is not satisfying if you don't get a glimpse into who the characters are. So for that reason, I think they were necessary. I also think they were pretty beautifully filmed.
Boy, everything says the cinematography is great. I don't think it's going to get any award for screenplay. Do you?
No, but Deakins, it's funny, it's finally his turn. It's like he finally got one,
Deakins,
and now, I mean, you can't really go wrong there. Although it was really a great year for cinematography.
All right, the big question from our audience. I can hear them already calling in, saying, "Hope, what do you think? What do you think about its chances at Oscar?"
I actually think that it has a very good chance. I don't know if I would make it the front runner, but I think just mainly because of the way the best picture is voted on, which is very different from the way they vote on everything else. It tends to be the movie that the most people are comfortable with, as opposed to the movie that got the most votes in the first round. And I think 1917 is a hard film to dislike. It's not a polarizing film.
Exactly, yeah. And you would think with the carnage, notorious carnage of World War I and of the films that have preceded it, that it would be something where you'd want to turn your eyes away, and you really don't.
No, you don't. I mean, that's one of the great triumphs of the movie is you cannot take your eyes off it.
Yeah. what do you think is the front runner for the Oscar hope? Now that I have you here, I know I'm getting off track here. But.
That's okay. You know what? I might say 1917 because of that. It's unlike sort of the, Joker, or even to a lesser degree The Irishman. It's not a polarizing movie. I think maybe the other front runner might be The Irishman. I don't think Joker is for Best Picture.
Not at all.
Again, because of the way. It got 10 nominations. It's got more nominations than anything else. But because of the way the Academy votes on Best Picture is different, and it's not the top vote getter in the first round. They vote several times. They winnow the list. And so I think that if somebody wrote, Little Women was somebody's Best Picture, and it got dropped and they had to vote again, I don't think those votes go to Joker.
Okay. And I agree with you. And I think Joker from the beginning was a one-man show for me. And
I was very surprised it got a director nod and not Greta Gerwig.
Oh, gee. All right, here we are. But let me ask you, because I have you here, and I know this is not about 1917 directly, but I'm sure our audience is as interested as I am. What about Parasite? As I'm going to be asked, what is the best movie of the year?
Oh, Parasite's the best movie of the year.
I know that.
Yeah.
But you're with me that it probably doesn't have a chance because it's a Korean film, and
I think it has a better chance than probably any foreign language film has ever had. I thought Roma had a good chance last year.
Yeah.
Several years ago, I thought Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon had a good chance. But I think Parasite's chances are even better because it's kind of universally loved. The problem is the same thing with when anytime an animated film or a documentary is nominated for Best Picture. Voters give it that category, it's going to win Best Foreign Language Film. And then I feel like they're like, well, we have to give something to something.
Don't you
else.
think? I know.
Yeah, and so it's unfortunate because it's clearly the best movie. But I would love to see it win, but I'm hard pressed.
Wouldn't that be something? It would be the first time to take both categories.
It would. And I think one of the other things it has going for it is that Bong Joon-ho has charmed everyone he's come in contact with, as they make the rounds. So hopefully there are enough voters who are like, no, I love that guy.
Yeah. I just think it's a film that not everyone would have seen.
Oh, no.
And I think they will split it, as you said. They'll very easily give it the way they'll sometimes give a director rather than the film. Mm. They'll give the film, then they'll give the director, and they feel that they've done it. Well, Hope Madden.
Yes.
The beautiful film that we are talking about, 1917, needs a grade. So what grade would you give it?
A. You?
And I would give it a grade 2. And I'm with you that it is a strong contender. And really, the only place you're going to hear this honesty is right on It's Movie Time.